Finally, to a tall tale from Europe's highest building. Kim Vanel has a story of protest.
It was a slow process, but by the afternoon they were closer to the top. While they climbed, officers waited above. On the ground, people watched their ascent, some with interest, others with irritation. Their day ended on top of London, but it also ended in the hands of the Metropolitan Police.
The 6 women climbers were later arrested on suspicion of aggravated trespass.
The protesters call it a nerve-shredding experience. What better way to describe a free climb up a smooth pane of glass almost a third of a kilometre high? It's not easy to make London commuters stop in their tracks when they're marching to work, but this morning Greenpeace managed it as their team of 6 female activists started their ascent.
At 4 a.m. this morning, 6 women showed up here with their climb gear. They made their ascent onto the low roof of the ticket office before using some hooks to climb onto the higher roof that you can see on the Shard.
The lead climbers are effectively shinning up a pipe on the side of the building, then attaching ropes for the other climbers to use. When they reach the top, they intend to unfurl what they call a huge work of art. They're hoping it will help persuade oil companies to stop drilling in the Arctic.
I mean, it's not just in terms of the ropes that they're carrying, which are obviously very heavy and the shackles go with them, but they're also carrying this art installation. So on average, they're each carrying about 14 kilograms, which, if you look at it, it's a fairly heavy suitcase. They split into 2 climb teams of 3. One went up the left-hand side of the building, the other one went up the right-hand side of the building. And how they're doing it is there's a lead woman in each team. The lead woman is free climbing and then putting ropes behind her for the other 2 to come up. These are professional climbers. I mean, some of them are rope access climbers. You know, they're used to, you know, you and I might use a climbing wall, but they would be used to doing it on the sides of buildings and so on. Others are kind of mountaineers or rock climbers. You know, they would have gone up cliff faces and things like that. What we were really concerned about was the weather, because you've got to have really good weather for this. You cannot have strong winds, you cannot have rain, so the weather has got to be pretty perfect, and today is a pretty perfect day.
They've all climbed big heights before, but obviously nobody's done anything like this. There are very, very few people in the world that have done anything like this before, but they're doing it very safely. They're good with the heights, and lots of people find this inspiring, that that a group of women have come together and they really want to do this. They feel passionately about it. People say, why women? I say, why not?